And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll hand it now to Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on second down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's out. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Hearns brings it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. A first down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Prescott. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Prescott on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Smith. Josh Dotson's got it complete. Josh Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Airing it out for, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
15, yeah.
On first down, it's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
Smith on first down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Smith to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
15, yeah.
To throw is Smith. That's going to be caught. do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing. Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 26.
Prescott down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will put them on top here in the third. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Runs over. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. Prescott to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
26.
They'll run it with Elliott. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he stopped immediately there. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
12.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Again, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some clock.
Again to Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
2.